Alright, so this is a video on finding the volume of pyramids and cones. The first thing we need to establish is that a pyramid, and in fact cones as well, have this measure that's called the slant height. So I'm going to make like a bit of a rectangular pyramid here, and if I go from the vertex of the pyramid down one side to the midpoint, that distance down the middle of the side is what we call the slant height. And in formulas, we label it as L. Why do we label it as L? Because S is used too frequently, so we're going to just label it as L for slant height. Okay, so let's take a look at how I would find first the lateral and surface area of a pyramid. An easy way to visualize this is like to try to pick apart the pyramid. If you did that, you would end up with like a base and four triangles. These four triangles would make up the lateral area. Okay, so each of these triangles has a width of like the side of the base, right? So we'll just call that S, and then the slant height is the height of the triangle. So the area of that triangle is 1/2 length of the side of the base times the slant height. Now, if I think about this, if I add up all those base sides, all right, that's going to give me the perimeter of the base. And then I just multiply that perimeter times the length of this slant height, and then times 1/2. So the lateral area of the pyramid comes out as 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the slant height. Okay. The only thing I have to add into that to get the surface area is the area of the base itself. So the surface area, or the total area of it, is going to be the lateral area. And now it's only one base, right? When we did prisms, we had two bases, but here we only have one. Now, the trick to finding volume is this, is that if I were to put that pyramid inside of a prism that has the same base and the same height, I could actually fit three of those pyramids inside there. So the volume of the pyramid is 1/3 the volume of its corresponding prism, which is base times height. So these are the three significant formulas for the pyramid. The lateral area is 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the slant height. The surface area is the lateral area plus the base area. And the volume is 1/3 the base area times the height. So that's not the slant height. That's the height actually measured straight up and down, right, of the pyramid. Well, how's about a cone, right? Let's say I have a cone, right? So this cone also has a slant height. That's the edge that goes down the cone. And it has a regular height, right? So that's that, and a radius. Okay, so the lateral area of a cone is going to follow from the lateral area of a pyramid. It's going to be the circumference of the base, which is 2 pi r. So that's the circumference, times, it's going to be 1/2 of that, because it's 1/2 times the perimeter, right? Times the slant height. Now, if you note, the 1/2 and the 2 cancel. So the lateral area of a cone is just pi times r times the slant height. So it can be pi rl. The surface area, well, is that pi rl plus 1 times the area of the base, which is pi r squared. If I factor out the pi, I get pi times r times the slant height plus r squared. So that will get me the surface area. And following from the pyramid, right, I should get a third of the cylinder, which is a third times pi r squared h. So again, these are the significant formulas that you need to know for finding lateral area, surface area, and volume of a cone. All right, they're all basically derived from the pyramid. The pyramid, we kind of took apart and looked at it that way. So these are the formulas you need to know. All right, thank you.